We can use a tool called Kali Autopilot to generate automated Python attack scripts for use in a personal cyber range. If Kali Autopilot isn't already loaded, then we can load it simply by entering sudo apt install Kali Autopilot. Okay, that's done. We can start up Kali Autopilot with the command Kali Autopilot. Kali Autopilot has a single screen interface for entry of the attack plan and generation of attack scripts. The top left panel is a list of attack script plans, and the remaining panels show the details of the currently selected plan. We can add, remove and copy plans, and we can also import and export attack plans for sharing with the personal cyber range community. Let's create a new attack plan. We'll enter the name in the script box, Juicy, and we'll press Add. This creates a plan with no details. We can now enter details in the variables and scripted attack grids. As we start developing plans, we might want to make variations of a base plan. To do this, we can highlight the original plan in the list, enter a new name in the script box and press copy. The contents of the existing plan are then copied into the new plan. Note that when we make any changes to a plan in any of the grids, we'll need to save them using the Save button. Well, let's make a start. The top middle panel allows us to define the host that we'll be using in the script and any other variables that we might want to define. When defining our attack, we can either code the IP addresses that we're targeting directly, or for clarity we can use variable names. So let's add app01, and in the value we'll put 10.0.2.33. Kali Autopilot provides a number of settings in the top right panel which guide the generation of the attack script. We can incorporate a randomized delay between the execution of commands in the script by setting the start and end delay times, which are in seconds. If these are set to 0, no delays will be introduced in the attack script. If always insert delay is checked, then a delay will be introduced regardless of delay settings. The interface is the primary interface used on Kali when we run the script, and this is ETH0. We might want to run the generated script on another system which uses a different network interface, so we can adjust it here. We won't be using the set IP addresses option, so we'll leave that unchecked. The debug checkbox is used to incorporate a print command at the start of each action in the attack script. This is purely to assist with debugging the generated script, but it also allows us to watch the attack as it proceeds. So let's set that. And we'll set loop so that at the end of the attack we can loop back and start the attack again if we want to. Okay, let's write the actual attack itself. The first thing we need to do is to start a stage of the attack, and we'll use the action stage and give it a reference of 1. The attack starts at stage 0 and it will pause when it reaches a stage action. This allows a cyber range exercise to be run in stages. The first attack action proper that we want to take is to do a port scan of the Juice server using Nmap, as we normally would on the command line. We do this by entering OS in the action, and in the command we'll enter nmap -ps -sv, and we'll be running that against app01, which we show in curly brackets as a variable. Referring to the target as app01 rather than by its IP address makes it easier to understand when reviewing more complex multi-target plans. We're simulating an attacker running an attack, so we can assume that our attacker has the results. We don't need to capture them. After running Nmap, our simulated attacker knows that port 3000 is open and is running an HTTP service called OWASP Juice. the next thing our simulated attacker will do is to enumerate the web pages. So the next command we'll run, again, is an operating system command, and we'll put in Dirb http app01, and we'll be looking at port 3000. After running this command, our attacker will now know that there's an FTP folder, and so we'll access the folder using curl. OS curl -s http app01 3000 /ftp. The results will show that there's an Easter egg file, but a simple get will be forbidden as the website enforces file extensions. Consequently, in this attack, we have to access the file using what's known as a Null-Byte injection. This is where we code a null-byte, just 0, after the real extension, and then add a dummy extension in order to pass the initial check. Doing this, we can download the file with wget. We'll use the OS command again, and wget http app01 :3000 /ftp /easter-e.gg, and we'll use %25 and the 00 null byte with the extension .md, and we'll save this into the file and we'll just call it Easter egg. And with the next command we'll display it. Okay, let's save this and generate our attack script. And if we check the Kali Autopilot Juicy folder, we find our juicy.py script.